believe we're still stuck here.
Thought I'd locked that thing. Thing is, the way doors work, right? And I realize this is complicated, is that you close them and then uninvited people stay on the other side. Try not to slam the door on your way out, yeah? My head's going to pieces. Does he now? And what are you supposed to do about it? All right, just keep your boots on. We're leaving. Thorol wants us out on the streets so bad, so be it.
You serious, Galleon? Where are we supposed to go?
Be right there. Watch and learn. All right, but I'm keeping what's in there.
There is starvation or disease.
That's all. I hate talking to you.
Still kicking, eh? What'll it be? Hey, good work. Times like these, I can't afford to keep on anyone who can't pay their tab. The second word got around, I'd have every pauper in the city on my doorstep. The room's yours if you want it, and for a job well done, here's your pay. Still kicking, eh? What'll it be? Folks come by here all the time hunting for work. Let's see who we can scrounge up. Still kicking, eh? Well, not much point to that without a ship. Come by when you've got work to offer and we'll figure something out. Guess you haven't exactly seen the prettiest side of the place since you landed, right? It's the only town on the island, if you don't count Satahuzi, little Juana village out west. Really is a decent place most days. Good trade, and plenty of money rolling in from Claudio's investors. Damn sight quieter than back home, but I don't have to tell you about the Deerwood. Ain't right doing business sober. I could fix what else? It was the glory of my fighting years. The beast pulled nearly 7 full crews into its belly before it was brought down. I was at the helm that day, and for that, my captain gifted me one of the beast's eyes. My proudest moment and my dearest treasure. I would not part with it for all the world. It's slim pickings until the supply ships come in, I'm afraid.
Sure. I got this.
Still kicking, eh? Sure thing.
Yeah, leave it to me.
Of course.
Hey there, sure.
Fresh fish! Race you to the coral. No contest. What? Just because you have webbed fingers and I can't swim? You are a strange man. What can I do? Happily.
I have many fish here to trade. I caught them myself.
I'm here. Absolutely. What can I do? I'd be glad to.
Ado, begging your pardon for the mess, sir. We are still recovering from the storm. We have supplies here for the paying customer. Provisions for the road, perhaps? Have a look.
Yes, certainly. Indeed. Hmm? Yes?
Hey there.
Yes? What is it I can do for you? We lost no one to the storm, but many homes have been damaged, and the people are terrified of this giant the scouts reported. It is chaos, pure and simple, but things might have been far worse. Something you wanted? What happened? I showed the drunken fool more patience and respect than he deserved, and he struck me without warning.
Sientere, Savia. You know that I was aiming for Darmo's pretty face.
We are stretched thin. The storm speaker did much to help, but much of the town has flooded. Now we are awash in homeless citizens and stranded merchants, to say nothing of the cultists out there. Now I have Ilari's people making trouble up on Gorechi Street. His little gang is looting everything they can get their hands on, and the Bozzo kicks up his heels like a prince.
Lucky for you that I'm around. I humbly offer my services. Let me out and I will bring you this Ilari's teeth.
Shut it, Rigere. Kue, I cannot say it would not be welcome, but you are only recently arrived, and not I here by choice. Why do this? And you are a sensible man, I see. Fair enough. Gorechi Street is in the western part of town. Just walk until you hit water. We don't need a bloodbath. I'm sure there's a peaceful solution to resolve this. I'd appreciate your looking for it.
Ado, stranger. Or is it captain? You have the carriage of a captain, a noble bearing all around. Apretta, you must free me. I am a creature of the sea. I am not meant for this dark place. I will dry and wither like a landed fish. I did no one any harm. I am at the Kraken's eye so often Thorol should pay me. I sample every bottle for quality. My loyalty has given him heirs. I would have paid what I owed in time, had I the coin.
You walked out on a tab, Rigere, nothing to boast of. And then you crawled up to the governor's estate, pissed on the steps, and resisted arrest.
Merla, I do not remember that at all. Right on the steps? I am sorry for the last. I tell you, Savia, I cannot help my magnificent reflexes. You were being very grabby. Do I know ships? He asks. I know every vessel on these waters, every one. From the galleon to the... Every one of them, sir. You have enemies? These fists will drive them into the waiting arms of the sea goddess. You see how fate has brought us together? The ice-hearted guard, she has set my fine at 400 pyres. I have none. I flounder here until the debt is paid. A matter of coin. 400 beautiful coins. That or the key, yes? The door is the thing. The commander, she guards the keys like a jealous wife. It would take steady hands to slip it from her pocket. That is, if you have need of keys at all. You think me idle to ask this of you and do nothing? I have scratched, sir, a little mortar from beneath the bars at the window at every chance. The stonework, it is very strong. I can do nothing by hand. With tools, perhaps. With explosives, for certain. Norgund, in the Kraken's eye, he carries many such useful items. All for legitimate use, of course. Animancers, they love explosives.
Keeping out of trouble? A little jest. What is it? The Verus? Well, good riddance to him. It's your coin to spend.
Agrasima, Captain. See you at your ship.
Right here. Leave it to me.
Happily.
Keeping an eye out.
What carvings?
Oh, yes. This one is many centuries old. Blessed by Ngati herself.
Magnificent.
You have to do something. Any of us could be next.
Oh? I cannot imagine who might wish to harm you, Mestre.
I got this.
Per complanca. Don't tell me you're here to complain, too. The virus. Are they recruiting right off of the docks? You would think the Juana were storming the Kraken's eye as we speak. A fight, Mestre. One of the Juana women attacked a merchant. He has come out the worse for it. Now every nationale in town wets himself in terror of losing his coin to the Amawa. We would bring in the thief, but Clario would not have us march into the village and defend Ikawa. Much longer, and I do not think any of us will have a choice in the matter. If you wanted the details of it, speak to Rinko himself. He will delight in telling you the tale.
Be right there. Right here.
Mama brings me stuff from her work sometimes. Real old stuff.
Consider it done. I got this. I got it.
here. Indeed. Who's there?
Hmm?
Tori, is that you? Wait, who are you?
You look like you already got a foot in the grave.
Come to laugh? Madiko, this would not have stood in Ozia. These Juana, they are an unreasonable people. I was enjoying a night of cards when one of them attacked me, out of nowhere. I had not spoken a word to her, the mad devil. Look what she did to me, my ear. When the fighting is over, she takes my coin purse and strides away, bold as anything. I was deep into my cups. It was not a fair contest to begin with. The governor lets the Juana do as they please, and this is the result. I should be out there, helping to find our people. My wife, Zenetta, she is out there, and I... Listen, I am without other means. She took my coin purse, my wages. How am I to pay the governor? How am I to feed my son? That woman should be in the stocks. The guards do nothing. But you've heard me out at least. Do me the kindness of retrieving that coin purse, and I will give you what I can spare. They call her Mokeha. I imagine she is back in her village, feeling proud of herself, no doubt. Follow the road as it bends north, then west. You can't miss it. A pile of sticks and straw.
I got this.
Of course. I suppose it can't be helped. At once. Happily. I'm here.
Consider it done.
Well, if you insist. There you go. What can I do? At once. What can I do?
continue. This won't do.
I'm here. I'll try my best. It's no trouble. I'm here, certainly.
Ah, yes, there you are. As governor and under the auspices of the Valiant Trading Company, please allow me to officially welcome you to Port March.
I'd like to say the pleasure's all mine, but I try not to lie. Don't worry, I'm only here on account of him.
Of course. I see you've been as quick to involve yourself as ever. Apologies for that little drama outside. These are confusing times, and people often react poorly to uncertainty. Between the storm, the pirates, and the, well, certain strange events, we are all a little on edge. A few, well, quite a few people here in Port Marge claim to have seen a giant of some kind during the storm. I would call it a flight of fancy, but unless something has tainted every well in the region, I do not think it can be ignored. But then, the Deadfire is a land full of such things. You must have heard the stories. Why, I haven't the slightest idea. Wherever giants go, deep beneath the waves, with luck. Now, to the matter of your ship. You're stranded, are you? It was a rough landing by all reports. Unfortunately, our own ships are in no condition to sail. We've had dealings with the pirates ourselves. They've taken their share of supply ships. The storm saw to those berthed in the harbor. All that said, I believe I may have a solution, provided you're willing to help me in turn. Marvelous. You've washed ashore like a sign from the gods themselves. I have the guards on the lookout for pirate vessels looking to take advantage of whatever damage the storm caused. We've cannons enough to see them off, but I need every man ready to use them. There is a site of some considerable value elsewhere on the island. A value to the trading company, you understand. In point of fact, it's the very reason any of us are here. You're familiar with the luminous Adra trade? It's also quite valuable. When refined, it sells for considerable sums. The trading company has invested a lot of time and money into locating sites suitable for mining and processing. How indeed? That, I'm afraid, will remain a trade secret. We, and I hope you understand that these matters require some discretion, have one such outpost on the other side of the island. A successful venture up until very recently. We sought to improve the refinement process. To that end, we hired some of the brightest minds in the field of animancy and brought them out here to lend their expertise. And then one evening, A storm rolls in out of nowhere, and my scouts begin to report that a giant has marched its way across the island towards my dig site? What am I to make of that? We haven't heard from Mestre Odorisi since, nor any of his assistants, or the workers. I must know what has happened. If his work is lost, then everything that we have worked for is at risk. Which is where you come in. You need a ship, I need information. See to this for me, and I'll set half the town to work. We'll patch up your ship, and you'll be free to go on your way. Why, take his report on the situation and remind him that he's under certain contractual obligations. And relay my deep relief at his good health, of course.
I told you what happened, but you wouldn't listen to me. We could have prepared for this level of destruction. But what do I know? I'm just a priestess with prophetic dreams.
The Huana storm speakers should have kept the worst of the weather at bay. I can't imagine what else might have happened. There are wild beasts on the island, but they wouldn't have attacked an active dig site. Gelade, then we are agreed. I will assign men to keep watch over your ship. You will find the dig site on the eastern side of the island. I'll mark it on your map here.
You'll do it for the Watcher, but not for me? I see how it is.
Yes. Why wouldn't I want a pack of Dawn Stars crawling over my Adra mine in search of their lost deity? One more thing. If you should recover Odorisi's notes, know that they would be of great value to me.
Yes, absolutely.
Something must be wrong with my vision. No matter how much I blink, I cannot make out more than blurry lights in the darkness. You are quite blinding. Dead? Oh, but this is terrible.
Let me ease this one's pain, Watcher.
Come on!
What can I do you for?
How do you like that?
What do you need?
I'll light the darkness.
Yeah?
I'll teach you a lesson!
Hogwash!
Hey.
Show 'em how it's done!
Yeah?
That's for
Hey.
my friends.
We had some good times. Yeah?
Mo Ixie on.
Of course. Right here. Yeah?
Happy to oblige.
Hey.
What can I... All right. Yeah.
Interesting.
Catches my
What can I
eyes.
do you for? All right. Happy to oblige.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a real challenge.
Hmm?
What can I do you for? Yeah. That would be...
Mm-hmm.
Nothing but endless grime east. This is not the afterlife I was promised.
Right. You'd best follow me then.
Right here, right there.
Oh, this isn't how I usually work.
Mm-hmm.
To get this lost, Miko, you must have been trying real hard. Ekosi, this is my street. That doesn't change after a little rain. That storm speaker, she didn't concern herself much with this place, did she? Me and my gang, we keep the peace here, and the locals pay their dues. Nothing here now but what they left behind. Ekosi, this is my street. Me and my gang, we keep the peace here, and the locals pay... Merle, she must be desperate. Not so desperate as to come here on her knees to beg for herself, but she sent you. No, there's my answer. I get my cut. There's no sense in ruining a good thing. A favor? Merle, I should buy her dinner, maybe. Done. I'll do it. Bon piacco. Can't be too bad, having a commander in your pocket. Tell Xavier this isn't permanent. Second the water clears up and things are back to normal, we're through. I'll spread the word. Gorechi Street is under lawful protection now.
Hey there. Sure.
Gotta wait in my lantern now. Almost feel like I can hear the soul when I jostle it around. With every soul, my lantern's getting heavier and heavier in my hand. I did, recently with you. You were walking the depths of the ocean, but you didn't drown. And in your hand, you gripped the key to Aora's end. I've seen stars wreathing a statue's brow, and souls flowing like tears over gleaming Audra. And then my god headed into the heart of the storm, where he could find the darkness. Tell me what's on your mind? We talking during the Saints' War, or after he died? I really only know what my folks taught me. Aethys embodied Saint Widwin, but during the war, he got blown to bits. That's the thing about human bodies. Eventually, they all gotta die. As the god of rebirth, of course, Aethys would be coming back. But where I differ from my family's view, and my High Priestess's view, is that I've studied the apotheosis of Gone. And I know all about the backside, the downward swoop, the death part of the cycle of life. Obsession, rot, regrowth. What's gone can never be again. What comes back is changed, always. Even if what comes back is a god. Then you mean gone? Sure, maybe my god still answers to Aethys as well. Why not? But Aethys died, and death requires change. He ain't what he was, not in exactly the same way. That's why I think his other aspect, his darkness in the light, is what's burning brighter in him now. No need to fiddle-foot around. I'm listening. We talking during the Saints' War or after he died? Well, before he died, he was still Aethys as the majority of my brethren know him. Aethys embodied a human, and when that human got blown to bits, we all believed Aethys died. And I think a part of him did, the part he'd most closely woven into living flesh, the part that represented life, and rebirth after death. Which means the part of him that could have survived, that stormed across the Deadfire seas, was the side more aligned with obsession, rot, and falling away. That which is death. No need to fiddle-foot around. I'm listening. Reckon not. But I can't help but be a touch wayward. I don't take it too far. My mom caught me once necking in the merkberry stalks. And of course I fight. But I've not done much more than that. And I don't use the real ugly words. Sometimes the feelings, they just come tumbling right out of me. Gods darn it. You need me, I'll be 2 whoops and a holler away.
What can I do? Yes, certainly.
Keeping out of trouble? A little jest. What is it? Perfetto. He's a little shitne, but a lazy one. He will not cause trouble if he does not have to. Easier to work with a familiar face for the moment. I can deal with him later. So, we have one small part of Port Mage under control. A good start. Well, here you are, for your time. If I had 10 men like you, the whole of Port Mage would be set right within the week.
Yes? At once.
We have supplies here for the paying customer. Have a look.
I'd be glad to. At once. I'm here, certainly.
Amura's winds blow sweet upon you.
Indeed. Of course. Okay, I'd be glad to.
Right here. What do you need?
Happy to oblige. Yeah?
I got this.
What can I do you for?
What for do you skulk around in the dark? Do you not sleep?
Consider it done.
All right.
What for do you skulk around in the dark? Do you not sleep?
Surely the sons and daughters of every empire have come to the Deadfire. You are far from home, Adiran. They told me what became of your ship. I say again that you are lucky. It is the only ship that survives. I could protect Port Mage, or else its ships, but not both. Perhaps Clario thinks I chose poorly. To a storm speaker, the storm is a friend, gentled by a word. And Satahuzi is blessed with several storm speakers. We were able to shield the village from much of the weather. Some of it is mere luck. Most of our canoes were here by the shore. We did lose one of our voyagers. It will take some work to replace it. Better than it may seem. Clario can be reasoned with, especially if one approaches him with coin in their pocket. He is not a cruel man. I suspect he might even enjoy life on the island if he were free of his masters. Akira, do not all people trade for the same reason? The Valians have brought us guns, medicine, wine, and food. Some of them we have even convinced to help with the canoes. My people have come to enjoy these things. The medicine has helped many of the children recover from fever. We gain from this peace. So long as Clario keeps his company masters away, we lose little. Yes, one of the old titans, say the priests. Andra is angry, though why, our priests do not know. I am only glad it has journeyed elsewhere. I do not know. Most fled the sight of it, and Clario has provided little information. This was the subject of our argument. Perhaps he will tell you more. Yes, one of the old titans, say the priests. Andra is angry. Ngati, Andra's realm, harbors many great beasts. They say the ancestors of the Kahanga tribe, and so their queen, hold pacts with such creatures. My priests wonder if this is her doing. Yes, one of the Aethys. Is it redemption you seek, then? You risk much to chase a god across the sea. The Dawn Stars, too, wish to meet this god. What if he does not wish to be found? Yes, but it will take Clario's assistance. Convince him, and I will aid you. You are one of his people now. It falls on him to protect you. Mokeha is proud, like her father. Each day this alliance tests her patience. What has happened? She shares my blood, my caste, my temper. But she is a daughter of the tribe. It is different among our people. Mokeha is no thief. She has all she needs here. What need has she to steal? The Valians must be mistaken. Speak with her. You will see.